join us here. Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Car is ready to go. The first of two heat races on track right now. We'll give you the starting lineup in just a moment.
We should have more of these this week. Roster for Thunder Cars? Yeah. That should be in there.
That is Fred. Ha ha ha. There we go. Great.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, 50-50 tickets are still on sale. The group from Miss Thousand Islands, Miss Adirondack, are working their way through the grandstands tonight. They are all the way down in turn number 4. Well, got a couple of them making their way down the front stretch. Got another group behind them way down there in turn number 4. So they're spread out all over the place. So if you have not gotten your 50-50 tickets yet, please do so at this time. I'll give you the starting lineup for heat race number 1 in the Thunder Car division. It's going to be Francis White on point in the 60, along with 52, Justin McIntyre. Row number 2, Chuck Monica in the 100, the 11J of Justin Burns. Row number 3, Robert Flint in the 52, with Scott Duffney in the 14D. Row 4, Tony Frezzo, winner last week in car number 22. Alongside of him, Anthony St. Mary Jr. in the 111. Final row, all by himself back there, scheduled to go, is the 26 of Damian Beckler out of Sackett's Harbor, New York. Damian, of course, taking over this ride. Dakota won the last time he was here, but this car now being campaigned by Damian Beckler. Dakota won the $1,000 to win show here during the PAP shootout night. My goodness. They just get prettier. Randy Revelle is here. Fiance Melissa right there. Every step of the way. Hello, good folks. Glad to see you here. As they head to their celebrity booth. So we got heat race number 1 for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars lined up and ready to go. Green lights are on, and away we go. And Tony Frezzo, what a move he put on the field. Tony started 7th on the grid, and he's now in the lead. That's a good of a race car he's got right now. Francis White's got a good car too, but it seems like it takes a while to get going, especially on the restarts. We saw it last week, leading the race and could not get going. Oh, Damian Beckler gets twisted around. Scott Duffney tags him over there in turn number 3. Yellow lights are on with 1 lap in the books. Heat winners so far this season in the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Car division. Tony Frezzo and Joe Orvis each have 2. Francis White, Jock Simons, Dakota Beckler, Anthony St. Mary Jr., Chuck Monica, Justin Pope, Steve Smith, and Justin Burns each have a heat win this year. Give a shout out to one of our own here at Can-Am, Chris Marcinko, hanging out at the house tonight, watching from home on Dirt Track Digest, or else we will come find you and drag you to the racetrack. So Scott Duffney will be brought up on the back end of the tow truck here. What a good friend of mine, Dan Martin from Albany Saratoga Speedway, calls, what did he call it, the business end of the tow truck. He taught me that line at Dirt Week last year, and I thought that was great. Not so great for Duffney, though, in the 14D. Scott making his third start of the season. Ran here with us on May the 6th, also ran here on June the 10th as well. Tony Frezzo, the current leader of this one. 1 lap down, 5 to go. 6 laps is the distance. Tony, it took him a little while to get going. On May the 6th, May the 13th, was trying to figure this new car out. And since then, June 17th, June 29th, July the 8th, it has been first, third, and first. So a great last 3 weeks for Tony out of Watertown. Francis White in the number 60. He has had a good season as well, just has not gotten the breaks here at Can-Am like he is used to. Best finish coming into last week. He had only one top 10 finish, Francis did, coming into last weekend before he came home in the number 4 spot on July the 8th. He does have 2 wins this season, those coming at the Mohawk International Raceway on off nights from here at Can-Am. And once again, those who are just getting into the Speedway tonight, we welcome you here, kind of recapping what's been going on. So we got a little delay in the action here, trying to get the Duffney number 14 back to pit road. In Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modified Heats, it was Tim Fuller, Tyler Meeks, and Lance Willix picking up wins. Logan Crisafulli and Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprint Heat. The Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks had 1 heat tonight. That was won by Eli Gilbert. First of 2 heats on track right now for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars. Heat number 2 is lined up and ready to go. Coming up after this, we'll have the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Heat events. They'll go for 8 laps apiece. And then we'll go into the 6th lap, the one and only heat event for the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Glad you could join us here tonight at Can-Am, and if you're watching on Dirt Track Digest TV at home, glad you could join us from the comfort of your own home and having a great evening here at Can-Am with us here tonight as heat race number 1 is getting ready to reline up and go back at it one more time. 1 lap down, 5 to go. Tony Frezzo will opt for that outside lane. So we're set to go. Mike LeClaire is going to look him over in turn number 3 and 4. Tony Frezzo is the control car. He'll pace the field. Slow, steady pace through turn number 4. Fires first, and we're back underway. And Francis White not able to get the car fired under that restart. He's trying to get it refired now. And he gets it going again, but Francis White lost a bunch of spots. He's back to the tail of the field as Tony Frezzo's back to the lead. Down the back straightaway, Chuck Monica now under pressure from Justin Burns into turn number 3. Burns in that orange and blue number 11, working on the back bumper of the gold number 100 of Monica down the front straightaway. 2 in the books this time by. It's all Tony Frezzo. In turn number 1 and 2, he's got a comfortable advantage over the rest of the field as Monica still there in second, followed by Burns in third. Fourth right now, great battle between Justin McIntyre in the 52J and the 52 of Robert Flint. Flint on a Natural Bridge, New York. Working in spot number 5, they're all chasing Tony Frezzo down the front straightaway. A healthy lead now over Monica. Behind the top 3, Justin McIntyre moving on that outside lane. We got a car around over there in turn number 4. Looks like it is the 111 of Anthony St. Mary Jr. And yellow lights are back on. With 3 laps complete in this 6-lap heat event, first of 2 for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars. So single file on this restart. 3 down, 3 more to go. Heat number 2 waiting on the staging area. Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman will be up after this division for first of 3 heats. Frezzo looking to get another heat win as he brings it off of turn number 4. Back to the line, and we're back to green. Tony Frezzo, Chuck Monica 1 and 2. Justin Burns now under attack from Justin McIntyre in the 52J. And Francis White has picked up the pace once again. Got a lot better restart that time. Closing in on the 52 of McIntyre into turn number 3. Burns right there in front of him as they battle nearly 3 wide off the turn as they bring it down to the line right in front of Speedy down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. 2 laps left to go. It's Tony Frezzo still in command of it. Monica trying to close the gap down the back chute. 11 of Burns, followed by McIntyre as they dice it up with Francis White down the back straightaway. White right behind McIntyre. He'll get McIntyre to third. Meanwhile, White trying to go through the middle to try to get around Justin Burns for position number 4. White flag in the air for Tony Frezzo. This had a dominant car. He started 7th on the grid and got to the lead at lap number 1. Chuck Monica there in second, the man who he is chasing for the track championship right now. Monica trying to do something with Tony Frezzo in this heat race, but he's going to run out of time. Checkered flag in the air. Tony Frezzo from last to first will get the win in heat race number 1 for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars. Second will go to the 100 of Monica. Third will be Francis White. A big rebound for White. Coming up to third, Justin McIntyre, Justin Burns, Robert Flint, and Anthony St. Mary Jr. So that does it for heat race number 1. The Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars. Heat race number 2 set to go next. So heat race number 2 lineup will look like this. Scheduled to go on the poles, the 94 of O.J. White. 5th in points coming into tonight alongside of Anthony St. Mary Jr. Now we stand corrected in that first heat. That was Anthony St. Mary Sr. who was out there in heat number 1. This is Junior aboard the 111J. Row number 2, it's Austin Smith, the 31, the 11 of Joe Orvis, the point leader coming into tonight. Jared Gilson out of Carthage, the 22J, along with Jock Simons from Lafargeville in the 9MM. Final row, it's Kyle Wirtz out of Watertown, the 77W, and Chris Panofsky, regular at the Fulton Speedway from Fulton in the number 16B, making his season debut with us here tonight at K&M. Got a correction on that, making his second start of the year. Thank you, Mr. Haggerty. Yes, did not get a chance to start the feature, you're right. So Bonofsky will look to try to hopefully start the feature tonight. That'll be the first step, and the next step would be having a really good run, and he's got a good enough race car that he could do it. So we'll see how things go in heat race number 2, bringing them very slowly through turns 3 and 4. O.J. White, Anthony St. Mary Jr. on the front row. Green lights are on. 6 laps the issue. We're underway.
O.J. gets a good jump, but he never flies.
O.J. White flies out into the lead. Anthony St. Mary Jr., Joe Orvis come together in turns 1 and 2 as they battle it up for second, third, and fourth. It's Orvis taking the second spot away. And we mentioned how good Chris Bonofsky is. He charged from the back of the field. He's up to position number 6 already. Looking at the back bumper of Jock Simons for the 5 spot. Gets around Austin Smith. He's up into the top 5 as they click off lap number 1. O.J. White in control. Joel Orvis right there to trying to challenge him into turn number 1 and 2, and Orvis down low trying to get the lead away, and will do so off of turn number 2. Joel Orvis to the top spot. O.J. White back to second. Jock Simons, who won in his season debut here earlier this year, back on June the 10th, holds on to third. Anthony St. Mary Jr. fourth. Chris Bonofsky is fifth. And Simons down low. He'll get the number 2 spot away from O.J. White down the front chute. 2 laps are complete in this one. And it is Orvis, Simons, and White in that order. Chris Bonofsky once again making a move on that high lane, looking for fourth around Anthony St. Mary Jr., and it looks like he's going to get it going down into turn number 3, although St. Mary fights back on the inside lane. Back across the line come your top 3. It is still Joe Orvis in control, well out in front. As we mentioned, Joe Orvis this season has been the model of consistency. A win on May the 6th on opening day. 4 second-place finishes this year. His worst finish has been third twice. One of those was last week. So Joe Orvis would like to park in at victory lane, although he loves the consistency. Knows that a couple more wins would pretty much cement him for this track championship, even though it is July. He has had one of those seasons where he has been the dominant force. As we look at the battle for positions 4, 5, and 6, we got Anthony St. Mary Jr. in position number 3. O.J. White fourth. Chris Bonofsky there in position number 5. Austin Smith right there in position number 6 in the 31. As they're working down the front straightaway, the white flag is in the air. Final trip around for Joe Orvis as Jock Simons giving chase. In the meantime, Chris Bonofsky has come from last. He's challenging for third. O.J. White, not sure what happened there. He went to turn going into the corner, and the car went straight on him as they head down the back straightaway. In the meantime, Joe Orvis is going to bring it back down to the line. Checkered flag is out. Checkered flag waving, and Joe Orvis gets the win. Second will go to Jock Simons. So Orvis' third heat win of the season. Chris Bonofsky will come home in third, followed by Anthony St. Mary Jr. and O.J. White in the top 5. Austin Smith, Timothy Greenfield, Jared Gilson, and Kyle Wirtz in the 70s.